Hello there and Happy New Year 2023. I'm Lauren G. Foster and welcome to our very special New Year's Eve sunset ceremony. And the sunset is cooperating perfectly. You can see it behind me over the hills of Middle Tennessee. And the fire is a little less, it was kind of difficult to get both the sunset and the fire and me in the frame. But this is our sacred fire that we're going to be giving our intentions to, that we're going to be surrendering up all of the everythings that we want to let go of as we usher out an old year and bring in a bright, shining new year, full of possibility, full of hope, full of positivity. And I just couldn't be more thrilled to be able to do this. This is in my current home in Middle Tennessee, in Bell Buckle, Tennessee, and my black cat and the Great Pyrenees are right over there, right in front of me, which is so very, very cool. So welcome Fiona from Glasgow. In April, I will be in Ireland, so much closer in your neighborhood, in your part of the world. Hi Nancy, yay, I'm so glad that you made it. Tracy from Gurnee, Illinois, welcome. And Nancy from Buffalo, New York, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for saying hello. As we enter in together, here's Rebel. Rebel wants to participate in our sacred ceremony today. And yes, you have to see Jessie too. This is my world. These are my babies. And my laptop is literally balancing on a rock. So we do what we have to do to share our work, right? All right. Oh, hello, Lauren from Spearfish, South Dakota. This is awesome. Okay, you guys lay down and be nice. All right, so we're going to begin this time together by sharing all of our wins from 2023, all of the things that we accomplished. If you're on my email list, I sent out an email this morning. In my spiritual ritual this morning, I was journaling about all of the things that went right in 2023, all of the things that I accomplished. And that happened the other day, that little balloon thing. It's out of nowhere. I don't know what that is. Nancy, you don't have any sound. Is it anybody else having trouble hearing? We'll find out. No sound. Okay, let's see. Okay, what about now? Can you hear me now? Okay. All right, awesome. I actually forgot to I thought I hit the start button and it didn't actually start. So that was very strange. Okay, so hello, Christine. Hello, Mavi. Hello, Tracy. Yay. Okay. And again, this is Rebel. He's traveled with me from East Tennessee. So, and here's our sacred fire for those of you who are just joining us. It was hard for me to get the sunset and the fire in the frame. And my computer is balanced on a rock, and there's a cat on the other rock, so we're getting this done. Yay. I love it very much. Hi, Nancy. Okay, so what we're going to do first is review all of the things that went right for 2023. And I was doing this morning in my journal. And one of the things that's a challenge for me is regularly sharing on Facebook and social media, because I get involved in what I'm doing and I get engaged with what's going on and I forget. And so the number of posts that I did this year, the number of times that I did manage to get myself together and focus and get things shared was an accomplishment for me. So I decided to count those, and as I was counting them, I ran across so many experiences that I had that were new for 2023. I ran across so many things that I accomplished. I remembered so many things that I did. Because we, as human beings, we do this. We set goals for ourselves and we do all the stuff to accomplish those goals. And then once we get there, we just set a new goal. And we kind of even forget or downplay or don't really even acknowledge the successes in our lives. And so I went through and made this list of, it was up to 30 things that I did right this year. You can't do anything wrong, but things went extraordinarily well in 2023. And then I made the list of the things that didn't go right, the so-called failures. Of course, there's no such thing as failure unless you quit, right? And I found that all of the things that didn't go right were directly connected to the things that did. So what this means is that a lot of times the struggle is a part of the gift. The struggle is a part of the prize at the end of the day. So think about this. If you can witness every challenge that comes into your life, knowing that it's just the forebearer of great things, then you're going to be happy to witness your struggles. You're going to be happy to witness challenges and problems to figure out. Because your higher self, the infinite, immortal part of you, knows that everything always works out for the highest good of all. And if you can be in this place of enjoying the challenge, of enjoying the struggle, of embracing the detail of life, no matter how it is showing up, then you have already won. You've won in every single moment because you are in love with the journey. You are in love with this present moment and on fire, excited, and thrilled about what you will be creating next in this finite human existence. And you know, our science fiction, our literature, there's all of our culture values immortality, but the whole beauty of having a beginning and an end to this human existence is what makes each and every moment precious. While your soul is immortal, never born, will never die, will go on forever and ever, only once will you live this life experience. Only once will you inhabit this perfect, precious, amazing human body and walk on this brilliant, incredible planet on these feet, right? So we can embrace the vastness of how long this real life really is, forever, and at the same time embrace and cherish and treasure each and every moment of this human journey. So I would love for you to, let me say hello to my new people. Lisa from Germany, hi. Aria Vashin from London, I gave that a shot. I probably butchered it, and names are sacred, so forgive me if that's the case. But again, I'm going to be over in the UK in the spring, so I hope that you will click that follow button and get alerted whenever we're going to be live for ceremonies like this, whenever new courses and meditations and things are posted. Next month, I will be heading to Costa Rica for a couple of months and then to Ireland, and then we will see. So when we get to the goals and dreams and aspirations portion of tonight's ceremony, I'll share with you some of the dreams that I have for 2024. But first, I want to begin by asking you what you treasure from 2023. If you share your wins here in the comments, thank you, Ari Vashin. Got it. If you share your wins here in the comments, that will inspire other people to go, oh, that reminds me of this thing that I did. That reminds me of that thing that I accomplished. And oh my gosh, I can't believe that I forgot that I did this and I had that experience. So some of mine were, and I'm going to write down everything that we talk about tonight, at least symbolically, footnotes, if you will, for the universe, that we will, after our meditation, we will give those to the sacred fire to be transmuted into something even more beautiful, even more amazing for 2024. And so these are our only tools today. We have paper, we have pens, we have fire, and we have one another here in this sacred gathering, and of course the beautiful sunset and our sacred fire. Okay, so some of the great things that I accomplished this year. I edited and published a book for a friend online on Amazon Publishing. And while I'm a published author, I didn't do any of that work before. And so I learned so much in that process, and it was hard. So, when you're doing something that's really hard, the sense of satisfaction when it's completed is, so fantastic. And so by this token, we should be seeking out hard things, right? For the great feeling of when we get it finished. Aravashin shifted careers, moved to London, ready to start a new chapter. Yes, I love the moving. There's so much transition. There's so much just almost breathless expectation for the year 2024. And my numerology expert friends tell me that 8 is the number of money, and 2024 adds up to 8, so that 2024 should be a very prosperous year for all of us, assuming that we are doing the co-creating on our part. Jasmine, I faced my worst fear this year and got through, so valuing resilience. Yes, and how freeing is it to face your fear and put it in its place, right? This is something that could be on everybody's list, because we all have something that we fear, whether it's things in the physical world. More often it's fear of judgment, it's fear of harm. Yeah, a lot of it is physical. Fear that harm will come to this physical body through something. Mavi is healing from childhood trauma and spiritual awakening. Fiona decided to take redundancy from my full-time job to do what I love. Yes, congratulations, Fiona. And the other wonderful message that I received from my mystic friends is that anything that you begin in 2023 will just be magnified and expanded on and will grow in 2024. So that's a beautiful thing for us. So I'm going to jot just a couple of quick notes about the things that you're already sharing. Ari. So those of you who are watching, are you inspired by these comments and remembering the things that you did really wonderfully in 2023 and the things that you want to build on? Okay, Lauren, valued environmental energy and moved to a spacious, peaceful apartment to end the year and start fresh in 2024. See, people moving. I moved this month too. Okay, Fiona, Lauren. Okay, and Mavi. All right, Tracy, learned to put myself first in all areas. That is absolutely wonderful. And a lot of us are commenting lately about how much selfishness there is in the world. And there is a difference between putting yourself first and being selfish, because when you open yourself and allow yourself to receive all of the love, all of the support, all of the positive regard from the universe, and to fill yourself up with that, you can very easily overflow and share and uplift everyone that is around you. And so actually caring for yourself first is the least selfish thing that you can do, because you cannot serve from an empty vessel, and you can't be of service to anyone when you are not in alignment with your own self, with your highest self, with your true heart and your true joy. So Nancy's goal is to move from self-esteem to self-love. That's fabulous. Yes. Tracy says, I've had so much more to give. Terry left her cheating husband after 22 years of marriage and followed her dream to live overseas again, now in Mexico. Yes, I'll be passing by you on my way to Costa Rica, praying my divorce comes through in 2024. So closure and release and finality and a true, clear, and clean transition for you in that situation, right, Terry? Sounds amazing. Jen, I've been learning to love my body the way it is right now. It does amazing things for me without me even asking, even with my belly, just the way it is. Actually, and Jen, I have always had an interesting relationship with my belly too. And one of the things that was very empowering to me was to say, I love this belly because it is like it is. Not in spite of it, not even though I wish it were flatter, even though I wish it were different, to really, truly practice the unconditional love of the universe toward your own body. And it is surprising how when you are truly appreciating every inch of your body just exactly as it is, it begins to align with that energy. It begins to let go of things that aren't needed. It begins to heal. It begins to get stronger, even with not any discernible effort on your part. One of the things that I did in 2023 was I don't really weigh very much, so I don't have a relationship with the scale, but I happened to figure out that I shed about 20 pounds, not dieting, not harming myself in any way, not stressing or trying or striving in any way, just by doing these things, being in total respect and love and honoring and revering my body, right? Okay. Jen, learning to love my body the way it is. Okay. Mavi is filing for divorce too, praying for a smooth transition for my daughter and I. Yeah, so you can just feel all of the transitions that are happening, and I'm so thrilled that you were choosing to be very present here in this moment and to be very deliberate about this action of consciously letting go of everything that no longer serves you and welcoming in everything that does, of allowing your fear to be transmuted into faith, of allowing your doubt to be transmuted into confidence, of allowing your resentment to be transmuted into forgiveness. This and more is what we are asking for in the sacred ceremony this evening, and again tomorrow at 8 for our New Year's Day manifesting New Year ceremony. So we're going to bring out 2023 tonight, bring in 2024 tomorrow morning, and stay together all year and have amazing adventures and learn together. All right, Eileen is meeting all her inner children and learning to be present with them. Fabulous. Nancy divorced 23 years ago with no regrets. Diana, to live out this St. Francis prayer. I think you mean in every area of life. I believe that correct me if I'm wrong, Diana, but the St. Francis of Assisi, Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there's hatred, let me sow love. Is that the one? Yeah. Where there's injury, pardon. That's absolutely fabulous. And we're writing it on our intentions. Okay. All right, so let's go into spirit-led meditation, and then we will come back out of that and see if there are more intentions to write down, more prayers to share, more wins to share, and then we'll give all of that to the sacred fire before we say goodnight for this evening. And it might be dark by then. I didn't really plan for that, so we'll just kind of see what happens, right? Okay, so if this is your first time meditating with me, the big message is to always honor your body first. So if my instructions as to how to sit, how to move, anything that I say, your body is the boss. Your body takes precedence over anything that I say. A spiritual practice that really serves you is daily. And if you are comfortable and feeling amazing in your body when you are in meditation and prayer, it's much easier to come back day after day after day and return to your practice. So honor your body first. Now, having said that, if it feels good to you to be in an upright position with a straight line between your sit bones and the crown of your head, do that. If you feel comfortable closing your eyes, palms face up in your lap denotes a feeling of receiving, of being open, of being expansive. Palms down on your thighs promotes a feeling of being grounded and secured and connected to the earth. So whichever feels best to you in any moment is the position that you choose. And again, you cannot get this wrong. You cannot be too grounded and you cannot be too open. So you can even switch back and forth. All right, and we always begin and end every meditation together with 3 long, slow, deep breaths in and out. And use these breaths to celebrate the miracle of air flowing to and nourishing every cell of your body, the top of your head, the tips of your toes, the tips of your fingers. With your exhale, release everything that is not in service of this present moment. And with each breath, bring yourself fully present into this moment, setting the intention to embody this feeling of connection, this feeling of peace and serenity and unconditional love, and to bring that with you when we conclude and we move on with the next phase, with the next moments, with the next days of our lives. Okay, first breath in. And release. Next breath in. And release. Magical third breath in. And release. Create in your mind an open field. This field is full of waving golden grasses and flowers. This field expands in every direction as far as the eye can see. And in a place of absolute choice as to what to paint upon this beautiful but unadorned landscape. Now imagine that you see a path beginning to form between these waving blades of grasses and wheats and grains. And this path leads off towards the horizon. Imagine that you are taking a confident step onto this path, even though you can only see to the next turn. You don't see where the path is going. You don't know what the destination is, but you have complete and total confidence that whatever you witness around the next bend will be beautiful, will be amazing, will be in the service of your highest good. So walk slowly but confidently along this path, letting each footstep ground you to the earth, feeling the miracle of your body moving you along this path, feeling the warmth of the breeze on your skin, hearing the wind rustling through the tall grasses. Maybe you hear the chirps of birds or small animals, the song of the wind and the sun on your face. As you travel down this path, reverently, mindfully, but confidently, you see that this path is leading to a forest. And as you approach the forest, you witness how cool and dark and mossy and primal and ancient this forest looks and feels. And you walk confidently onto the forest path and look around you at the old and ancient trees. You see rocks that are covered in moss. You see beautiful sunlight glinting through little gaps in the trees and the leaves overhead. Everything here feels so silent, so still, so safe and so protected. As you wander this forest path, winding through, witnessing flora and fauna and whatever your imagination adds to this beautiful forest place, you witness up ahead a temple that is made from trees. The trees make up the columns of the walls. There's a beautiful canopy of leaves and flowers and twisty vines and beautiful natural growing things that form the roof of this beautiful sacred place. And as you enter the archway that represents the entry to this temple, you'll look to your right and see a bench. This bench is your invitation to take off everything that you no longer want to keep with you. You can visualize this as taking off the hat of conforming, removing the cloak of shame from past mistakes, from errors, from ways that you think you went wrong on your path. Take off the shoes that represent the burdens of weights that you carry that are no longer necessary. Remove everything that is not in service of the next brightest, most joyful, most abundant, prosperous, and free moment of your life. And when you feel as if you've removed everything that you can identify that is holding you back or holding you down or dimming your light, walk reverently into the temple. And you'll see that on the left side of the room there is a beautiful sacred fire. On the right side of the room there's a pool, a small, beautiful, sparkling pool of water. So follow the path to the right and walk to the edge of the pool. And as you approach, witness that this water is a cleansing portal, a place that you can sink into and finally wash away all of the vestiges of any doubt, any fear, any shame, any self-judgment, any habit that doesn't serve you in the life that you are building. And so just walk slowly into this beautiful, sparkling, tiny little lake of water. As the water rises over your ankles and your calves and your knees, your thighs, your hips, just feel this gentle cleansing, this gentle lifting away of all of your burdens, of all of your heartaches, of all of your grief, pain, worry, and regret. And as you walk further and further into the pool and the water rises higher and higher on your body, immersing your chest and your shoulders, your neck, finally all the way over your head. This is magic water, of course, so you can breathe and you can be and you can feel the absolute purity of this place, of being completely submerged in this beautiful water. Now begin to walk forward out the other side of this pool. And as the water comes down your head, down your neck, down your shoulders, your chest, your torso, it's leaving behind everything that doesn't serve you. And you emerge with the water as you take your final steps out, completely cleansed and completely pure, completely free, feeling so light and so powerful and so confident and loved and secure. And you make your way across the temple to the sacred fire. And around this fire, you will see that there are seats of every kind. There are cushions on the ground. There are seats that are shaped like mushrooms. There are thrones. There are rugs. Anything that you can sit on that you can imagine exists around this sacred fire. Just take your time and go and choose your seat around this fire. And feel the souls, feel the presence of all of us joining you. We're all joining together around this fire, choosing our place, welcoming one another, joining our energy, sharing our love, celebrating this newfound purity of our intentions to step into our next moments as the very best, most open-hearted, most open-minded versions of ourselves. Now settle into the seat that you've chosen and symbolically join hands with the brothers and sisters that are here in the circle with us tonight. Feel how your beautiful, powerful, sovereign energy is magnified by this intentional connection. And as we feel that we are joined together as this collective, let's take just a moment to embrace the multiplication of our fire, of our power, of our presence, by this intentional blending, by this intentional joining, by this intentional being in this sacred place at this sacred time. And send this energy out across the globe, that all of the desires, all of the celebration, all of the ceremony, the prayer, the love that we are receiving for ourselves, we are taking into our soft, tender heart, multiplying, magnifying, and sending that out across the globe, across the universe, so that everything that we wish for ourselves, we wish for everyone. All of the healing that we wish for our bodies, we wish for the bodies of all on this planet and in this universe. All of the love and joy and freedom and prosperity that we wish for ourselves, we wish for everyone on this planet and every other planet, all across this vast universe. Understand that this is your power. You have the power in every moment to choose to be the conduit of love, to be the denier of ego and hatred and resentment and competition. Be the embracer, the embodier of collaboration, cooperation, love, compassion, kindness. The more you are filled with this divine love, the more you have to share. And from this place of being perfectly connected to one another and to the one, to our source, our creator, we'll symbolically close out our ceremony with our long, slow, deep breaths in together, and then just gently rise and walk off in any direction from the sacred fire, understanding that while you are sovereign in your own energy and your own power, you are always connected to the one. There's no place where you end and spirit begins. We are all a part of Source. We are all a part of God Force. We choose to embrace this power in this beautiful, amazing year that's coming up. All right. First breath in. Release. Next breath in. And release. Magical. Third breath in. And release. As we close out the ceremony with a prayer for ourselves and for the world, just gently rise from your seat and wander off in any direction that feels good to you, to take your path back to your world, back to your life, back to your seat wherever you are. Let me say together, thank you, and so it is, and so it shall be. and namaste. When you feel comfortable and feel like you're back in this place, in this time, you can open your eyes and rejoin us. Okay. All right. Yay. Okay. I feel like that was a absolutely beautiful spirit-led meditation for us. I loved it. I feel so connected to all of you. I feel so empowered and so connected to Source. I so treasure this time that I get to spend with you. Diana, thank you so much for your generous donation. I always forget to mention that, but your donations help me to further my work in the world, to visit sacred places and share this with you and continue to create this life expanding, love expanding work. That is the work of my heart that I'm doing in the world. And hi, Robin, this is my front yard. This is our sunset ceremony. Our sacred fire is here. Isn't it amazing? It worked out perfectly, didn't it? Everything absolutely cooperated. I had some doubt that I was gonna be able to get the fire going, because that's not my area of expertise, but I'm taking all of the intentions that we talked about today, all of the things that we want to build on, all of the things that we celebrated, and all of the everythings that we want to give to the sacred fire to be transmuted into something even more amazing, even more beautiful for 2024. And the fire is too far for me to reach, so you're going to trust me that I'm going to give this to the fire. Oh, here we go. There's the fire right there. Lovely, right? Yeah, so much fun. All right, so I hope you all will join me tomorrow morning for our special New Year's Eve meditation. And we're going to do another fire ceremony. We probably won't be out here at the fire pit. We'll likely be inside. But tomorrow morning, we're going to deliberately set intentions and goals and share those with one another and uplift and magnify one another and share those with the sacred fire tomorrow as well, to start off 2024 the way that we want, as the powerful, brilliant co-creators of our lives. So yeah, that's tomorrow morning, and every Monday morning at 8 a.m. Central Time, we gather together for our Monday morning manifesting Mondays meditations. Say that 3 times fast. And this is Rebel. And be sure to click the follow button so that you are alerted as to when we're going live and where we are. Next month, I'll be in Costa Rica. In April, I will be in Ireland. And after that, we don't know where. We're excited to find out. So I love you all so very much. And I hope to see you back here tomorrow morning. Happy New Year's. Happy 2024. Namaste. Mwah. Okay.